everyone, welcome back. I am really excited to be exploring around Australia this week, and today we are going to be learning about Western Australia.
Hi, I'm Robbie. Hi, I'm Susie.
Hi, I'm Miss Carly, the teacher. It's time for
Hometime
with Robbie and Susie.
I have hands.
I have hands.
Watch me clap.
Watch me clap.
Oh, what a miracle am I have feet.
I have feet.
Watch me stand.
Watch me stand.
Oh, what a miracle am I. Oh, what a miracle. Oh, what a miracle. Every little part of me. I'm something special, so very special. There's nobody quite like me. I have arms.
I have arms.
Watch me swing.
Watch me swing.
Oh, what a miracle am I have legs.
I have legs.
They can bend and stretch.
They can bend and stretch.
Oh, what a miracle am I. Oh, what a miracle. Oh, what a miracle. Every little part of me. I'm something special, so very special. There's nobody quite like me. I have a spine.
I have a spine.
It can twist and bend.
It can twist and bend.
Oh, what a miracle am I have a 1 foot.
I have a 1 foot.
Watch me balance.
Watch me balance.
Oh, what a miracle am I. Oh, what a miracle. Oh, what a miracle. Every little part of me. I'm something special, so very special. There's nobody quite like me. There's nobody quite like me.
Hey everyone, remember we are exploring around Australia and we are reading the story Are We There Yet? To help us travel all around Australia. And as you can see here, Robbie and Susie, we finished off South Australia yesterday. And today we are going to be exploring this state, which is called Western Australia. It's at the very, very west and it's the largest state in Australia. Are you ready to continue our story? Okay, let's see where we're up to. Over the desert and into the west. At Quokka, we had sandy sandwiches near the ruins of the old telegraph station. The next day we travelled for nearly 150 kilometres on a dead straight road. Dad pretended to drive with his eyes closed, but I could tell he was peeping. Luke surfed on stone at Wave Rock. Can you see him there? A big wave rock. But Dad waited for the real waves at Rottnest Island. The Quokkas came so close to me, I could see their tiny whiskers. Quokkas are beautiful, cute Australian mammals. After Perth, we went to see the Pinnacles. They poked up through the sand like giant limestone fingers. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 fingers too. It looks like this above the sand, but this is what she thinks it looks like underneath the claws of a monster. It was so windy at Geraldton that the trees grew sideways. Can you see that? It's so windy there it almost blows the trees over. We drove past a pink tapestry of wildflowers and Billy said, "Are we there yet?" See, they've got their car like the one we have, and they have a camper on the back to sleep in. The further north we travelled, the hotter it became. We stood in the shallows at Monkey Mia to see the dolphins. "Too crowded," said Dad. "I'd like it better when it was just us and the whales." Remember the whales in South Australia? That afternoon, Mum and Billy and I had a picnic in the dunes, then fell asleep like a pair of lions. Later, when we went for a dip, a dolphin came up close and swam right between us. Wow! We went snorkeling at Turquoise Bay and at Ningaloo Reef. A gentle current carried us over the coral reef as though the ocean was giving us a tour. There were so many fish, like the sparkling jewels. My favourite were the tiny blue angels. There they are there. Look at this amazing reef at Ningaloo Reef. As we can see here, they've travelled all the way up to Western Australia to the almost very top near Ningaloo Reef. And you can find whale sharks there, and that's where the whales migrate. So you'll see humpback whales and octopus and clams and turtles and so many other sea creatures. Maybe like crabs like this we have here, as I have a crab shell. And you may find some beautiful coral or shells like the ones I have here. They have travelled such a long way through Western Australia. Remember, it's the largest state in Australia. Must have taken them several days. Well, I think that's enough travelling for today. Let's travel with Robbie and Susie through Western Australia as well. Okay, so here is Robbie and Susie in South Australia, and let's move them like they did in the book, Are We There Yet? So they're going to go into Western Australia to Perth to see the Pinnacle rocks, all the way up to Ningaloo Reef. What an amazing adventure they're having. I'm excited to continue our adventure around Australia. Let's go and see what we're going to do next. As we are exploring Western Australia today, do you remember in the book Are We There Yet? How they travelled to the top of Western Australia and saw Ningaloo Reef with all the amazing animals, including whale sharks? Well, I have a song about some animals that live in Ningaloo Reef. Would you like to sing it with me? Okay, it has some actions that goes like this. The whale sharks in the sea go swim, 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 swim. Swim, swim, swim. The whale sharks in the sea go swim, swim, swim all day long. The sharks in the sea go chomp, 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 chomp. The sharks in the sea go chomp, chomp, chomp all day long. The clams in the sea go open and shut, open and shut, open and shut. The clams in the sea go open and shut all day long. The octopus in the sea go wiggle, 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 wiggle. The octopus in the sea go wiggle, wiggle, wiggle all day long. Did you like that song? Would you like to sing it again? Okay, see if you can remember all the animals. Are you ready? The whale sharks in the sea go swim, 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 swim. The whale sharks in the sea go swim, swim, swim all day long. The sharks in the sea go jump, 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 jump. The sharks in the sea go jump, jump, jump all day long. The clams in the sea go open and shut, open and shut, open and shut. The clams in the sea go open and shut all day long. The octopus in the sea go wiggle, 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 wiggle. The octopus in the sea go wiggle, wiggle, wiggle all day long. You did such a great job. You can practice that one at home. All right, let's see what we're going to go learn about next.
Hi friends, how exciting. Today we are exploring Australia and I have a special book for us today that explores all the different places we have here in this beautiful country that we live in. Do you want to read it with me? It's called A is for Australia. Maybe you've been to a couple of these places too. A is for Australia. It is packed with amazing places to discover, from the outback to ancient rainforests, the snowy mountains, the Great Barrier Reef, and more. That's pretty exciting. B, Bondi Beach is Australia's most famous beach for swimming, surfing, and sunbathing. Have you been there before? Can you see some of our friends sitting here with some buckets and spades? They're making sandcastles. C, Coober Pedy is the largest opal mining area in the world. It is very hot there, friends, and can you see? They live underground to escape the heat. It is very hot there. D is for Daintree Rainforest. It is the largest rainforest in Australia and the oldest on the planet. How cool is that? It is in our country. E, Yucca is a port on the Murray River and home to Australia's largest paddle steamer fleet. A paddle steamer is a boat. Can you see them, friends? They're pretty cool. F for Fremantle is one of the best preserved 19th century seaports in the world. Can we count how many boats can you see, friends? 1, 2, 3. G, Great Barrier Reef is made up of around 900 islands and almost 3,000 coral reefs. There are so many fishes here, friends. You can even see a shark, some jellyfish, and some people scuba diving. Have you ever done that before? I have, and I swam with sea turtles just like the people in the book. H, Hobart is the capital of Tasmania, an island south of Australia's mainland. I, Iron Pot Lighthouse is the oldest original tower in Australia. Look at it here. It's white and red. J is for Jindabyne, is the gateway to the ski fields of the Snowy Mountains. It's snowing there, friends. Have you ever been to the snow? You can go skiing, snowboarding, and even build a snowman. I've been to the snow and I used a carrot for his nose. K, Kakadu is Australia's largest national park, covering nearly 20,000 square kilometres. That is huge, friends. There's barramundi, and there's other types of birds there, and even a saltwater crocodile. L, Lake Eyre is Australia's largest salt lake. M, for Melbourne is the capital city of Victoria and is also known as the sports capital of Australia. Can you see what they're playing here, friends? They're playing a good game of cricket at the MCG. N, for the Nullarbor Plain. It's flat and treeless area of Australia. Nullarbor comes from the Latin for nothing, nullius, and tree, a ball. Look, friends, There's camels. That is so cool. O for Unadilla is a small outback town on the Unadilla Track, an ancient dirt trail used by Aboriginal people for thousands of years. P, Parliament House in the nation's capital, Canberra, is the meeting place of Australia's government. These are the people who run our country, and the leader of it is the Prime Minister. Q, for Quokka, is a sheep station in Queensland. In Australia, there are more sheep than people. That is a lot of sheep, friends, and they also produce the most wool in Australia as well. Look at all the sheep, and even the little dog that helps herd them. Rottnest Island, or Rotto, as it's known to the locals. It's a short ferry ride off the west coast of Australia. Can you see all the different things they're doing at the beach here, friends? They have a little animal here, they're called Quokkas, and they're very friendly. S for Sydney is home to Australia's best known landmarks, the Harbour Bridge and the Opera House. I bet you guys have seen these. Look at the little people that are climbing the Harbour Bridge. This is something that I really want to do. Torres Strait Islands are located off Australia's northernmost point, Cape York. Look, friends, they've got dugongs. How exciting are they? I've seen them at the aquarium. They are beautiful. U, is for Uluru, is one of the largest rocks in the world, reaching 9 kilometres around, standing 350 metres high. How tall is that? It is also a sacred site that the traditional owners ask the visitors to respect the rock and not climb it. We have to turn the page for this one, friends, because look how tall the trees are. Valley of Giants is in the Walpole Norlap National Park and is home to the rare red tingle trees. How funny is that word? Look, these are called the tingle trees. W, Walls of Jerusalem National Park. It got its name from the national features that resemble the walls of the city of Jerusalem. Look, can you see what that is? That's a Tasmanian devil. And a little platypus, how exciting. Exmouth is the gateway town to the Ningaloo Reef and one of the longest fringing reefs in the world. Look, there's more people snorkeling, friends, and they're swimming with a whale shark. Y, Yallingup is a coastal town famous for its beaches and limestone caves. There's people surfing, friends. Can we count how many people are surfing or going surfing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's catching a wave. Z. Taronga Zoo is home to thousands of animals from around the world, as well as Australian native wildlife. Have you been to Taronga Zoo? I have, and I fed a giraffe. And they have some of our native animals like kangaroos and kookaburras and a koala in the tree. What a wonderful story, friends. Thank you for reading it with me. How amazing was that book, friends? And it spoke about all the amazing places that we have in this country that we live in. And I have a fantastic song that we can sing together about having a home amongst the gum trees. Do you want to sing it with me? It starts like this. Get your little homes ready. Give me a home amongst the gum trees. Get your hands like this. With lots of plum trees. A sheep or two and a kangaroo. A clothesline at the back. Veranda at the front. And an old rocking chair. That was great. We'll try it one more time together. Are you ready? Get your homes ready. Give me a home amongst the gum trees. With lots of plum trees. A sheep or two and a kangaroo. A clothesline out the back. Veranda at the front. And an old rocking chair. Wow, you guys are such great singers. Should we go see what we're about to learn about next?
Hey Ange, I love that song, Give Me a Home Among the Gum Trees. It's one of my favourite.
It's mine too.
Oh, well, today I thought, because it's our favourite song and about Give Me a Home Among the Gum Trees, I thought we could actually do an art experience with gum leaves. Would you like to join in?
Yes, please.
Well, we actually have some beautiful gum leaves here that has been picked, and we're going to be using them in different ways to create our own artwork. And so on our table here we have some glue, we have some gum nuts that grow on our eucalyptus trees, and we have some chalk, we have some charcoal, and I have a whole basket full of gum leaves here. So I'm going to do a drawing experience with gum leaves, and I thought I brought some glue if you wanted to do something different. Do you know what you're going to do today?
I think I'm going to do a collage painting with the gum leaves.
Oh, that's exciting. Okay, well, to do this experience, you can do this at home as well, and you can use any of these materials and others. Anything that you find at home, such as sticky tape or a glue stick, or if you have some PVA glue or chalk, crayons, textures, you can use whatever you like to create your very own art experience. And if you want to include some gum leaves, go on a bushwalk and you can collect your very own. Do you go on bushwalks often?
All the time.
All the time? Do you see lots of eucalyptus gum leaves?
I sure do, and you know what else loves gum leaves, Lauren?
What?
The koala.
The koala, that's right. We have a koala here and he loves to eat gum leaves, and that's all he eats. He eats gum leaves and sleeps all day.
And I like to sleep all day too.
Just like a koala.
Yep, exactly like a koala.
Okay, so to get started on our craft experience, I think I'm going to actually pick some leaves from our branches here. And there are some in here as well, so you can take what you'd like. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a beautiful round one right here like this, just like that. And they smell really good. Have a smell.
Ooh, they smell fantastic.
Do you know what the smell is?
No.
It's the eucalyptus oil.
Remember when we read that in the story when they were in the mountains and the oils leave a blue haze in the sky?
I do remember that. That's so fascinating. The eucalyptus leaves smell amazing. What you can do is if you find one in the bush, you crunch it up in your hand and then you smell your hands. And it smells so nice. Okay, so I've got my leaf here. I am going to actually put mine on the paper and I'm going to trace around it using white chalk. No, I think I'm going to use black, which is called charcoal. And so what are you going to do, Ange?
I've picked out the skinny ones because there's all different shapes and sizes of eucalyptus leaves, and I think I'm going to glue them down in a pattern and see what I make of it.
Very nice. So I'm tracing around my leaf. It's got a point, and then I'm going to trace just behind it like this, and then I'm going to lift it up and see if it's created the outline of the gum leaf. Lift up, up, up. There's the outline of the gum leaf.
That's fantastic.
And so I'm going to actually colour in the rest, but first, as you can see in the gum leaf, there is a line right through the middle that is from the stem, and that's where all the nutrients go from the tree into the leaves. So we'll put a line straight down the middle, just like that. And so I'm going to actually have a look at a few of these leaves, and as you can see, there's a yellow dot on this one. I wonder what that is. It's a bit furry. And I can see here on the other leaves, it looks like something has been eating it. I think there's some here as well. lots of different animals and insects especially use leaves to live in. It's their home. I found this one here where I think it's a small, very small caterpillar has made a home in there. And there's some spiders called the leaf curling spider that curls the whole gum leaf up and lives inside it as a home. And so I think that that's amazing that there's so many animals that use eucalyptus leaves and eucalyptus trees as homes, such as the koala and all the insects and birds we find as well. Okay, I think I'm actually going to glue one leaf down this time, and then I think I'm going to draw on the actual leaf. So I'm going to get the white chalk, and I think I'm going to do a line up the middle. Follow the line just like that. Look at that. And then I think I'm going to do some patterns. So I'm going to do some circles. Whoop, chalk broke. Some circles. And I've made some patterns on my gum leaf. I think I'll glue it down now. How are you going, Ange?
I've glued 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leaves down on my page. I've also put on 1, 2 gum nuts. But I'm also going to draw some patterns just to make it look a bit like a tree, I think I'm going to do.
Oh, that's really, really good. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
I wonder what artwork you can create at home if you find some gum leaves or some gum nuts. And in here we've got some gum nuts and a few different types. And the gum nuts are the seeds. So this one looks like a flower, and then this one here is a brown little gum nut. It's got a little hole inside it, and it actually has a flower in the middle as well.
That's amazing.
These ones don't have flowers in them right now, but they have these yellow little flowers that look like kind of like little tiny stripes coming out of them. And that's their seeds. Oh, I love using chalk. I wonder if I can do a leaf rubbing. Stick it underneath and I push down. And rub on the side. You gotta push really hard. Oh, okay, let's have a look. My goodness, look, you can see the outline of the leaf there.
That is so cool.
That is really awesome. I've drawn the outline of some, and I've done a leaf rubbing, and I've drawn on my leaves, and I've glued some down as well. And I could tell like I've really explored this artwork through using the gum leaves. And I could tell you have been really creative in creating a beautiful picture.
I've put them all in a circle. I was going to do a tree, but I changed my mind and made a flower out of my gum leaves.
I think that looks amazing, and I love how creative you've been.
Thank you, Lauren.
Oh, I think I finished too. I love that ours are very different.
Me too.
You've been very creative in doing a picture, and I've just enjoyed exploring. So I would really love to see what you can create at home if you go on a bushwalk and collect some gum leaves, and you can show all your teachers at Little Miracles. And thank you so much for exploring and creating with us. We look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.
Bye.